Okay, making a chair that I guess you don't sit in it. We're making this for somebody, but it's for hanging from like an aerial apparatus, like the one in the dark over there. So this thing, I guess, I don't know, I've just gotten some measurements and said that I'd weld one up. So got my 45s cut. I'm working on just the back portion of this thing right now. And yeah, should be fun though. It's 1-inch tube. I got two 20-foot sticks in case I mess up. There's some extra there, or for future fun stuff. But yeah, should go pretty quick, I think. So once I've got my marks, I kind of make a reference of where I'm cutting just so I don't forget. But I don't know if you'll see that little pencil mark I do right there is 1 3/16 inches. I do that so when I put this thing in the chop saw, all I have to do is focus my, let's see if I can get that to focus a little better, my 12 o'clock mark, right? I want that straight up and down so I know that it's perpendicular to the saw, but then my 1 3/16 inches, I just line up with the edge of the guard there, so I don't really have to pay attention to anything other than lining that up and that. And that 1 3/16 inches was just purely me taking a tape measure, lowering this thing down and finding out where I'm not going to be wasting any extra pipe, right? Like all of these are cut right to the edge of the pipe, so I can actually take a full measurement and know I'm not going to lose that measurement by 1/8 of an inch each. Nice. So pull that little nug out. It's going to be hot, but nice. So I'm cutting 45s in these, right? But I want them to be exact opposites of each other. I don't want one to almost be angled here where the other one would be angled there, right? Because I'm trying to make something square. To do that, I've found these pipes and tubes have a laser weld. Let's see if you can see inside that pipe. There's a dark line in there. Do you see that on the inside of the pipe? So on the outside, it leaves this dark line that goes like all the way the length of the pipe. Can you kind of see that? Right at 12 o'clock. So I put a permanent mark right at the end there, and that tells me it's 12 o'clock on this end as well. Man, that's crappy. And then on one end, I just take a permanent marker and I make a mark exact opposite. So I just eyeball it, but I sight on this end of the pipe and then mark it there. And check it out. Michelle measured, cut, and then measured again, and whatever. She did all the notching on all of these. Came out pretty dang good, too. I was busy doing other stuff. Nice work, girl. Other than cleaning up my welds, this is pretty much what it's gonna be. So now it's just, would you trust or would I trust hanging in this thing and like bouncing around in it and stuff, which I think I would, but I will probably try it before I say, yeah, I think you're good, right? But there's one little thing when this is sitting up here, something, I'm gonna cut this and correct it, but if you look at the top, that top bar right there, it's sitting tall, and visually I can see it right now. So I'm just gonna cut through that 45, hopefully the thickness of my cutoff wheel blade, put pressure on it. One-handed here. Well, it's through. Look at that. Good. It'll close up.